A very good afternoon to everyone. We hope that you are safe and healthy and excited to come back to campus. I am Lakshya Chaudhary.
And I'm Sunny Saxena, his co-host. So we are finally here to celebrate Teachers' Day.
Wait a minute.
Okay, Google, what's the date today?
It is Sunday, the 7th of November 2021.
सुल्तान अबे रुक ए सुल्तान क्या कर रहा है अबे क्या होगा लगता है अबे लग रहा है छोड़.
And today we have amongst us two of our esteemed faculty members, Dr. Sandeep Saini sir and Dr. Gaurav Chatterjee sir. Dr. Sandeep Saini sir is an assistant professor of LNMIT, as well as he is the assistant dean of academic affairs. He's a very kind, empathetic and knowledgeable person. Also, he's the first person that comes to your mind whenever there's any technical problems during the exams.
And our next guest is Dr. Gaurav Chatterjee, sir. He's an assistant professor of LNMIT, a person full of witty replies, and also an avid dog lover. His humorous nature is what makes electronics so much fun. Though on the quiz days, the story is quite the opposite.
So, welcome to the podcast, sir. How are you and how has your day been? We can start with Gaurav, sir.
Has been fine. I've been getting a lot of very happy messages from a lot of students. Usually, Teachers' Day is a very special day for me.
Yeah.
So it has been very well, and it's a very good thing that you have organized this, one-on-one session so that people can see the non-teacher side of the teachers also.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
we
sir.
are
Thanks,
humans.
sir.
We are not monsters trying to bite you off.
Okay.
So, good. Looking forward to this interaction.
It's a pleasure.
Right.
Sandeep, sir.
Yes, all good. And as Dr. Gaurav said, receiving messages from the morning. And nowadays, most of the days are like Sundays. So it is not like we have to get up at 7, get ready and go to the institute, but only 4 or 5 days are left. Then we will be back into the regular schedule. We'll start going, and hopefully you all will also be back in the campus within a month or so. So we are looking forward that all of you will be back in the campus and we'll have offline classes now.
Sir, how is being a college student different from being a college professor? And आप क्या ज़्यादा prefer करते हैं?
The thing about being a professor is you don't stop being a student. In fact, when I was a student, I was probably just like you guys, and I was doing the last minute preparations. Although the other thing was I used to always concentrate on standard textbooks. So my last minute used to be maybe the last 15 or 20 days before the exams. But however, with any subject in 15, 20 days, you really cannot complete the whole subject. Now, the reason why I was confident with that level of preparation was because I know that in the exam, only 8 or 10 questions are going to come. Out of them, maybe I need to answer 4 and 5. That will help me get the pass grade and I'll be through. But over here, the situation is different. Over here, I need to handle 150, 200 of you. Out of you, maybe there might be some very good questions coming from. And I need to have a complete three-dimensional knowledge of the whole subject to motivate you properly. So therefore, even being a professor, I'm still being a student. A couple of hours before my lectures, I'm opening the same textbooks. I'm looking forward to new concepts that I can learn. And if I find something interesting on YouTube, I make it a point to share it with you guys also. So, what do I prefer? Well, it's I have to give a diplomatic answer here. This is not a very clear choice. Being a student had its own different aspects. You were a lot free and you didn't have a lot of responsibilities over you. But as a student, as a professor, now the responsibilities, they multiply tenfold. But it again opens different possibilities and it's actually helping me grow as a person also. So, well, I know I couldn't give you a perfect black and white answer to it. Pretty much what it is.
It's great the way you look at different aspects of things like being a student, being a professor. Sandeep sir, what would you
Yeah.
say?
So as Dr. Gaurav said, we will always remain the student. Okay. So
Yeah.
it cannot happen that, okay, I think I have taught this basic electronics. I have been to LNMIT for more than 10 years now. And maybe out of 10 years, I have taught it maybe 12 times because summer term is also there. So sometime I teach it 2 times. So, but it is not that if I made the course notes one time and then again, I'm just repeating the same thing. I don't have to do anything. So we have to again look for those. I cannot give the same questions again in any quiz or any exam. Okay, so we have to prepare for that. Then nowadays, as you see, there are a lot of good people on YouTube who are explaining the things in so simple way. No one is spending 1 hour of NPTEL. They just go to that 10 minutes of YouTube video. So that is also what we have to see and adapt, that this is how we have to teach. Otherwise, no one will take us seriously. So these are the things we have to do. So around 3 years back, I went to Burma, Myanmar.
Oh.
So I landed there on Saturday, 2 p.m. And 6 p.m. the director called that, okay, the house is settled, you got the home and all. Monday, you have to teach control system. So that is the course, like I had not studied also, you can say. In my college day, when control system was there, I took it and we just take some courses just to get pass grade. So BC or B, we get it and we are done. So he told me, okay, you have around 1.5 days, so that should be enough. So that is how, like, you cannot say that I am done with the studies now.
Sir,
so you
if
have
I
to
interrupt. I have a small question for you.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
So when you landed, it was 2 p.m.
Yes.
You got your home at 6 p.m. So what were
No,
you
no.
doing at 6 p.m.?
For 4 hours, we went to a shopping mall to get the food and all.
Ah, that's
It was like, you can say that college location was something like 200 meters from Pink Square. So that Pink Square was our go-to place. Anything you want, from small thing to anything, even furniture was available there. So we went there, had food, came back, and then the motivation I had there, that, okay, if I could get pass in that by studying for 2 days, hopefully I can give 1 lecture by studying for 1 or 2 days. And after that, there is a gap of 1 lecture in every alternate. Lectures are Monday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday kind of thing. So that is there. So it will not happen that you will stop learning. There is a myth, like when we were in our final year. So we used to have these status messages, last mid-sem of life, last end-sem of life. Okay, so that will never happen. You will never stop having these exams. Or you have in school like last day with physics or last day with social science.
Yeah.
Those things will, like I had done when I completed this probability, mathematics, statistics, all these, linear algebra. In all of them, I got maybe C or CD kind of thing. Somehow just get pass and get it done. So when the last one was probability, I got a D grade and I was happy that everything is finished now. I will not touch these books again. And then I came to my PhD and my topic was on artificial intelligence, where the basics are starting from probability. So this will never happen that you are done with something.
So, sir, as you said that a teacher never stops learning. So he is a student all the way long. So we would love if you would like to share some of your college experiences with us. One of the most.
I was in Triple IT Hyderabad for my BTech as well as MS. Friends, we will divide our 5 subjects of the semester. This subject is your responsibility. This subject is your responsibility. So when the exams will come, you have to teach us. So that is what we used to do for the academic side. So like as Dr. Gaurav said, 1 week before midterm or 1 week, 2 week before end term, you will start, and that person, our responsibility was only for one subject. So I have to study one and I have to teach, and I am practically relying on my friends that other 4 he will do and they will cover for us. So that way I tell LNMIT students also that in online mode you are missing that thing, but at least with WhatsApp group or anything, try to do that.
Please add something.
Well, Sandeep sir has given you enough gyan about how you should study. I will try to cover the fun aspect of my student life, because
Sure.
I think you were looking into those aspects also.
Yes.
So time when I came into Bombay, I was outside my government colony. It was like a big unknown world, and it really hit me whether am I confident enough to do that or not. Because usually in a government colony, you are designed or taught in such a way that you need to study very well, you need to be an acha bacha and continue sanskari and all that. So that kind of continued, and that actually made me a bit of an introvert till my engineering term. Now, after engineering, I went for my master's in US, Arizona State University. That is where the Gunda in me came out. I know that my parents cannot really fly down and give me a big bashing if I do something wrong. So I was like full dabang, and I used to go around the entire states. The trip to Vegas was one of my most memorable trips. We actually drove down all the way, and it's actually closer. It's Vegas is very close from Arizona State University also. So now that should not be a motivation for you to apply to Arizona State University, but maybe it could be also. Now, in US, I actually learned a very hard lesson. Okay, because I had become a Gunda, maybe now this will answer why the quizzes that I'm setting are the way like that. Okay, I actually in one of the exams I was excelling. The subject was regarding packaging of MEMS devices. That's a bit high level right now, but you can imagine if you have small devices, accelerometers or gyroscopes, how do you package them into an IC? So the subject was about that. And the good thing was that that subject was a research subject. So you have to present a lot of your research work, or you need to present somebody else's research work. The reason I was excelling is because I was already working in MEMS. So I could just put original work as a part, and that always helps. But when the end SEM exam came, there was some problem which happened. And because of that, me and one of my colleagues, we collaborated in the exam. Collaborated is a very funky word of saying we cheated. So I wrote 2 answers, he wrote 2 answers, he copied 2 of mine, I copied 2 of his. And fine, we were okay, chalo ho gaya. It was a take-home exam basically. So the professor actually trusted us to be honest, but we weren't. After 1 week, we got a call, you both come. मुझे पता चल गया कि क्या हुआ है, मेरे बजने वाली है पूरी. So went to the faculty. Faculty said, so Gaurav, unfortunately, I have to give you an F grade because you have been caught doing this. I was shocked, and I was said, ma'am, I accept my mistake, and this will never happen again. But is there some kind of leniency that you can give me? So what she said was, okay, the only thing I can do for you is I can give you a 0 for your NSEM, but for the rest of your coursework, whatever you get, if you manage to pass, then you will pass. And I managed to get a D grade in that. D was like 0, but not fail. That is how it worked there. So after that exam, I did a self-reflection. Here was a course where I was destined to get an A. In fact, had I not attempted those 2 questions, and had I got only 50% marks in the NSEM, I would have still got an A grade. because I was way ahead of my peers in that exam. But because of that mistake, I got a D. So after that, I took a vow that I'm never going to cheat, even if I have to say nahi aata mujhe and I end up looking like the most foolish person in the group. I'll accept it. I'll accept the consequences, because from my experience, the consequence stops then and there. आपको गाली पड़ेगी अपने प्रोफेसर से अगर आप फेल हुए या आपने नहीं अटेम्प्ट कर पाए, आपके पेरेंट्स से गाली पड़ेगी, लेकिन सिर्फ उसी दिन पड़ेगी, उसके बाद वो चैप्टर खत्म हो जाएगा. But that D grade is still a black mark on my transcript. I can show you my master's transcript. There's a D grade on that course. So that stays with you always. But if you are honest always, the repercussions, they don't last. And that actually helps you grow as a person. Now, I know that this experience actually came to me through a very hard route. I experienced it myself. For you, I try to not to give you a chance to cheat. So that is why my exams are in such a way that you even try to cheat, maybe you will not be able to do it. The only way to cheat is if somebody solves it and posts it on that, and I really can't do anything about that. Okay, so that's about it. After that, I went for my PhD in France, but PhD in France was pretty uneventful. My scholarship, I was actually an Erasmus Wonder scholar. It's a quite prestigious scholarship. So my entire PhD was funded, and even my flight tickets to and from my Bombay was funded. So it is actually one of the most amazing and lucrative scholarships that you can get. You should look into it for Europe basically. So आप वहाँ पे जाओ, but in PhD, in France, it's more like a work. So you just need to execute the project that they give you, and if you do it and publish a couple of papers, you are done. That is what I did. There was nothing much drama happening there, because I had already learned my lesson basically. Okay, so till my masters, I was a gunda, and I can tell you a lot of other stories also. But after my masters, I have been a pretty straight guy, and well, this is here I am now.
And now I know why it is said that if being witty is an art, then Gaurav sir is the Picasso of it. So, sir, as we all know that Y20 joined college in we are currently the only batch that has had no real exposure to the campus. So, how do you feel about it, and how do you think it is going to affect them in the long run?
So they have not yet seen the college. Yeah, last week I got a call from 4 or 5 students. Sir, we are at the campus gate, and please allow us to come inside. I even called that Samar Singh, that there are 4 or 5 students who have, for the first time in their life, seen the gate of LNMIT. Let them go in and maybe have 20-30 minutes of round and then come back. But he did not allow. So these are the things Y20 have faced. But hopefully once they come back and they have missed the ragging also, I don't know how they will rag the next batch, or maybe there will be a combined one for both the batches. So that thing we have to see, but that is necessary, has to happen. Otherwise, you don't get into the culture, you don't bond with the senior students and all. And then once your placement comes, or after the placement, then shifting from one company to other comes, then you don't find any connection with the senior batch. So this is where these interactions are important. And you will find all the IITs or IIITs, NITs, their network of alumni is what making their placements and all so good. So as far the campus life is concerned, they are very much eager to come. They may be having a filmy view in their mind till now that this will be the life in the campus and all these things. But maybe once they come back and see that it will be more hectic than the online one. We get the messages, sir, we are having classes from 8 to 1, then I have a lab, and then we get assignments. Actually, in the online mode, we are giving less number of assignments and maybe less number of quizzes. Once you are back in the campus, you will have more of that. There are some times when tutorials are held till 9 p.m. So those things will also be there. But when you will be in campus, you will be more with the friends and not with the parents. So then you can have more fun time. So, but 1 year or 1.5 years is definitely missed out of 4 years. That is gone, which cannot come back.
Yes, sir.
So we are really eager to come back to the campus and really enjoy a lot of things. Gaurav sir, what you would like to say about the question?
I don't see any benefit that has come out of this pandemic-based lockdown,
Yeah.
other than some of your grades, maybe. Personally. But I absolutely see no benefit, even from a faculty point of view, because I am missing out on the lab facilities. My research work is seriously hampered, and I always try to be amongst the students, and that is really not possible in a online kind of a platform. In a real world, too, if you go 2 years back, if you look at my cabin, you will probably find one or two students always lingering around my cabin. So that part and that personal interaction that you get with the students, that is really missing out. That is, as far as the faculty and student relationship is concerned, there is a relationship between faculty also. I want to meet my colleagues, go for a chai with them sometimes, discuss maybe the world politics on a samosa. All these things I'm also missing out. So there is camaraderie between interpersonal people also within the department. And as far as the students are concerned, I think Sandeep sir has pretty well articulated that you are missing out on a lot of personal and social development. Maybe you are getting a lot of bookish knowledge, and maybe that will be enough for you to crack your interviews. But once you actually go out in the real world, how to behave or interact within an organization, within a team, you need to develop certain skills which you can develop only when you are in a physical campus life. So seriously, you guys are missing out. And the moment you get an opportunity, you should just jump on it and come back to the campus. Oh, one thing I wanted to add about the number of quizzes that he said. I am taking the TCS course right now, and there are already 12 quizzes. So I really don't know how to increase the number of quizzes now. So maybe that won't work out when you guys come to the campus. You will still have only 12 quizzes. However, maybe for Sandeep sir's class, there is a possibility of increasing the number of quizzes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
No, like
So-
I hear a lot about being hectic. Like we got 3-4 assignments over the weekend and all. In Triple IT, we used to have mid semesters wrapped up in 3 days. Okay, so if you have 6 theory exams, that means average 2 exams per day. If you get 3 exams per day, that is also normal. If you get 4 exams per day, then you could ask the dean that, can you please reschedule one of them? So three mid-sem exams per day, and end-sems used to be wrapped up in 5 days for the whole college. So 2 end-sem exams every day and 2 or 3 mid-sem exam every day. This was the schedule. And then after the semester, 4 days break and next semester starts. And here we get like, sir, 15 days is a less time of for regional. So these things when we hear, so then we remember those days, that how luxurious life you are already having, and then you are complaining about that.
Yes,
And
sir.
then we used to hear the stories that in Triple IT, we are actually relaxed. If you go to USA and all, then you will find more hectic, because the things are fast when the semester starts. And when the break time will come, then you can relax, and then you spend it whether for an internship or anywhere. But when you work, then you work.
Yes, sir. Sir, I was hoping, would you be a bit lenient for the offline students?
No, it will be. Why it will be? Okay, I'll tell you one thing. This is like one mindset Dr. Gaurav would have realized more than me. we have this Indian mindset that when we are working, we think of when we will get the leave, when is the vacation coming. And when we are on the vacation, then we keep thinking, oh, so much work is pending, right?
Yes,
So in my 2 years in Burma, my wife actually, she was teaching in a school. I was teaching in a university there. So she had colleagues from around 15 countries, Europe, USA, and Thailand, Malaysia also, all these. So there it was like Friday, 5 p.m., work is closed. After that, even the principal of the school, he was very hesitant to call you, sorry, I am disturbing you on a Sunday. Okay, because Saturday, Sunday means no work. And Monday to Friday means only work. So that is the kind of work culture we used to have. So in those 9 or 10 hours, you will not complain that I will have some vacation or when is the vacation coming. And when you have the weekend or long weekend, then no one will even ask you that your work is pending. So if you also make that kind of habit, you will stop complaining about being lenient or hectic and all these.
yes, sir.
You are racing with 500 students, okay, and try to see and visualize where you are. Then you have a self-realization, and then the character building or the profile building starts. And that is where we see the difference. I'm not having a lot of fourth year courses, but I interact with like Professor AP Singh, who mainly takes fourth year courses only, the elective courses. So he tells these things that when these students are in their 7th or 8th semester, most of them already have their path defined, that this is what I want to do now, this is what I want to do now. So college will definitely change your life, these 4 years, in phase manner. It will change your life.
So there is so much to learn from you, even apart from academics. I have to say this. So we would like to know what other recreational activities you indulge in beyond the classroom.
Gaurav, sir, I think mic is off.
Okay.
You're not audible.
Hello.
Yes,
Ah,
yes,
yes.
now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, before I answer your question, there was a small add-on I remembered. Well, it's not an add-on; it's just a joke. In case you ever miss the shocks of the first year, keep taking my courses. I will keep giving you shocks.
Be careful, dude.
Okay. I teach all the 4 years. In fact, this year I'm taking a fourth year course. And what he said about the fourth year students is true. By the time students enter their fourth year, they have pretty good idea. In fact, some of them even have jobs in their hands. So even we don't tend to, you know, bother them with a lot of unnecessary pressure because we know that their priorities are now just to get over with. So we tend to give them all the information that is there in the CIF, but we also try to be accommodative of their schedules and everything. So generally, at least with me, you will see a change in attitude when you see me in a fourth year as a teacher. Okay. Now, as far as the recreation activities are concerned, well, I don't know if some of you have seen my Facebook profile or whatever. Well, it's been pretty inactive for the last 3 or 4 years. But I was actually a very avid cricket player. When I was in France, I was actually playing in the local French league. So if you look at the ICC profile, there are 3 levels. In fact, there are 4 or 5 levels. So we were actually playing level 3 cricket. So we were playing against Spain and a few other countries also. Although, of course, we are not listed in the top 10 teams nowhere, but still we were used to do that. So mainly it is, we used to play cricket. Now people will laugh when they look at my physique that there is any kind of a physical activity going on. And when they say that, I say, well, this is 35 years of hard work that I have managed to make this physique. You need to invest a lot in burgers and pizzas and eat them very diligently. Only then can you make this physique. Apart from that, well, recreation, I love eating, as I just said. So I keep checking out unfortunately, Swiggy and Zomato have been totally burned out now. Around my place, there is not a single restaurant that I have left out. So that's pretty much about it. And yes, a lot of movie shows. I am a binge watcher. So 2 3 years back, GOT used to be my favorite show. Nowadays, in fact, just before this meeting, I was looking at that one. Marvel's new What If series has come. If you are
Oh,
following
yeah.
Yes,
that
sir.
one, so I just saw the fourth episode. So that is what I do when I have my free time.
Sandeep sir.
Right. So free time we normally spend with movies and all as, and in the college days, I was the source of movies supplying for the whole college. So those were the days like it was not a fast internet. Right. So although our institute had a 80 Mbps connection, but we were like 1,000 students. So, and there were nothing like you have. So we used to download, we set up the DC++, and then we used to share there. So we were 3 friends. I used to get everything in the Hindi, he used to get in the English, and one was having the games and all. So all the video games and also this was the division we had. So one day someone complained to the IT manager that these 3 person, they are downloading a lot of things and they are wasting the institute bandwidth. And they are also having DC++. Okay, so then we went to his cabin and we explained, see, we are saving a lot for you. If everyone start watching these movies online, then it will be more wastage. We are single person downloading it and keeping it on the internal LAN and then saving the whole bandwidth of the institute. So he gave us 3 different PCs just for downloading and setting up different servers. So we got one PC extra that, okay, you keep the dedicated server. Don't use your personal PCs for this. So this is how, and then I used to run the movie club of the institute. Every Saturday, Friday is the movie release. By Friday night or Saturday morning, the movie will come on any pirated website. So Saturday morning, we'll download it and Saturday night, we'll show it. So 2 rupees, we used to keep the ticket. It was a lecture hall of the capacity around 200. So on an average, we used to get 300, 400 rupees on a Saturday night. And then it used to be our Sunday party from that money. So this is how we manage the movie club also for again like 2 years or 3 years.
This
And
recording, please don't share it outside the institute, okay?
Yes.
We don't want people, inspectors coming to us saying we used to promote piracy.
Yes, but now I don't think there is any need of piracy with the streaming and all. But those were the days. And I remember one of my friend, what he had done, there was a movie called 300. If you had seen.
Yes,
Sparta.
sir.
Yes,
Sparta.
Spartans, that 300. That was one of our biggest blockbuster in the movie club. People were sitting on the floor of the movie hall, the lecture theater. So one of the friend, he just brought 15, 20 blank CDs, burned those CDs, and he actually sold them in the market. So those were the days like when there were no sources. Either you go to the movie theater or nothing. But now it is all easy. So everything is released online and you just watch it. I think last month I was clearing my home, was checking that what is garbage there. I found one bag full of around 100 CDs, which we had written with all movies, so that we'll watch in the future.
That is such a great experience. So Laksh, would like to?
Sir, Sandeep sir, are you still in this line of work?
Yes, I download whatever I don't see on my subscriptions, so I still do that.
So we would love to watch your genre of movies and games. And
And
also,
yeah, there was something which we had in our downloading community. We kept it on passing to the next batches. So again, the next batch will have 3-4 students who will take the roles and all. So that is still going on. I had a talk at Triple IT, so those things are still going on.
great.
Even at LNMIT, we had DC++. I don't know if it got blocked or not. We had some time back, I had seen that there was DC++.
So Gaurav sir, as you have told us that you used to play cricket and you also are a foodie. So what profession would you be pursuing if you weren't a teacher? Like, would you become a cricketer or a blogger, food blogger?
I would become a commentator.
Oh, that's
I can eat all the way and I can commentate on the game of the cricket. So, and I suppose I can speak pretty well. So I think it all works out pretty well. Actually, I believe that would have been a better career for me. I need to think about it.
So you would have lost a gem of a teacher.
Okay. That was a very pretty comeback. All right. Well, thank you so much for saying that. I will keep that in mind.
Yeah, I
And
was
sir,
also a little bit into the sports, mostly in the school time, and managed to play gymnastic till the state level and kho till national level. And I think we were winner in the state level once. So that was more up to class 8th and all. Our school team was it will be the district team of, I was, those days I was in Rohtak, Haryana. I'm from Haryana. Most of the school days I have spent there. So our school team means if you are in the school team, that means definitely you are playing the states. And if you are slightly doing well in the school team, you will go to the national also.
So I mean, apart from academics and all those things, I think both Sandeep sir and Gaurav sir are so much talented. This is one of the most requested questions in the whole session. What relationship advice would you give to your student? You can start with Gaurav sir.
Relationship advice.
Yes, sir.
Well, there are two types of relationships that we can talk about, the romantic ones and the non romantic ones. I believe you should indulge in both, because if you don't indulge in both, how would you grow as a person? So do it, but keep your priorities in your mind. Again, this comes from experience, my own experience. In fact, the whole D grade story that I gave you, the reason why we cheated and I was not in a very good state of mind is because dash 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 dash. So now you get it what happened. So, as a 18, 20-year old, that level of maturity doesn't come to you, that look, your parents have spent so much of money and you have certain priorities in front of you. You really shouldn't let all the different aspects of your life derail you from the goal that you have in front of you. So you need to uh, prioritize and stay focused. But as long as you are staying focused, apart from that, if you have multiple timelines coming out of your central timeline, doesn't matter. This is again one of the Marvel references going on right now, right? So multiple timelines agar aa bhi rahe hain, so there's no problem. You can always come back to the original timeline. You need to grow as a person, so you need to experience everything. But whichever relationship you pursue, whether it is with your friend, it might be a non-relationship, a non-romantic relationship, or you fall in love with someone, always be honest. Okay, the honesty thing is most important. Don't try to show off or try to be somebody you are not, even for your friend or even for your loved one, whoever that is. Okay. I don't abhor any relationships. Even romantic relationships are very important to grow as a person, as long as you don't go away from your path.
Sandeep sir, would you
Right.
like to add something?
No, these are like part of the life. Okay, you cannot say that I'm going to be brahmachari for all this my life. So these will happen and start happening at this age. I remember one day I was in that MIIT Mandalay, Myanmar. Me and the director, we were having an evening walk in the campus. It was a very small campus. Like there is one building, I think 6 stories, and just 100 meter away, our houses were there. And then there was a boy carrying a girl in her lap in the campus. So the director stopped him. So he said, okay, so what are you doing? So he knew that these two are in relation. So he said, we were just having a challenge that whether I can carry her from one floor to other floor of the building or not. So sir said, okay, we'll also like to see. So he said, see, I cannot scold them. This is their age. They are here. They will have these feelings. So there is no point giving them some punishment and all. So we all know that you are in this age, so you will have, and some of the relations will also help you becoming more better as a person and be more mature also. So, but as sir said, you have to see if that start hurting your career or professional life or even the personal life. It is not that personal life will not be hurt. So you have to realize that at what level you have to manage the relation with your friends or anyone. Even with the friends, when you see that I'm not in a good company, but you are very hesitant to get out of it. And that may lead to even worse life. So you have to make those decisions.
Now we have planned a little fun game for you guys. Sunny, could you please elaborate on the rules?
Yeah, so the name of the game is this and that. You will be given 2 things, and you have to choose one out of them which you like the most. Simple. So I guess we can begin with the game. First is Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones.
None. I have not seen anyone.
Okay. Gaurav, sir,
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Okay. The second is Akkad Bakkad or Bazinga.
Akkad Bakkad.
Gaurav, sir.
Bazinga.
Okay. Next is Lag Ja Gale or Gulabi Aankhein.
Lag Ja Gale is better song if it is song you are talking about.
Yeah. And Gaurav, sir?
No choice. Both of them equal.
Okay. So this is a bit tricky one. Madhuri Dixit or Aishwarya Rai.
Madhuri.
Okay. Sad emojis for Salman Khan. Gaurav, sir.
I cannot be dishonest to the true love of my life. I'm not talking about my wife. I'm talking about Mila Kunis. So it is always Mila Kunis.
Okay. Fine. Fair enough. Chess or Ludo.
Chess.
Chess for me also.
Okay. So you, so both you play chess or you even follow chess like the AIM Chess US Rapid doing right now?
No. It's just like family time pass activity for me.
And Gaurav, sir, do you follow?
No, I don't follow, but I play.
Okay. So next is Coffee with Karan or Aapki Adalat.
Online, I like Aapki Adalat more.
Aapki Adalat, yes. Coffee with Karan is nonsense.
So next is Daler Mehendi or Badshah.
For me, Daler Mehendi.
Daler Mehendi was much better in his days.
Okay.
Badshah doesn't sing; he just speaks.
He's a rapper. So that's it.
Daler Mehendi is actually the one who made the career for all the Punjabi singers.
True.
The next is Amazon Prime or Netflix.
Well, I have Amazon Prime.
I
don't
have
see-
Amazon Prime from my brother, and so that's all. Netflix, I don't find anything because I don't watch a lot of foreign shows and all. So I never felt a need for that.
Actually, for me, I have not yet subscribed to Netflix because I know that I'll run out of content to watch in Amazon Prime very soon. So I need to keep something still, fresh.
Yes.
So I can see that within maybe a couple of months, I will be subscribing to Netflix also. But as of now, it is Amazon Prime. In fact, I would say it is Hotstar more. Hotstar
Yes.
has a lot better content.
Hotstar is much better. In my home also, Hotstar is more frequent nowadays.
Yeah, especially if you're a Marvel fan, then yes, Hotstar is the only way to go.
So, Laksh, I think we can begin.
So Sandeep sir, this question is for you. So as we all know that you are also the Assistant Dean of Academic Affairs. तो सर आपके पास इतना मोटिवेशन कहाँ से आता है कि आप हर मेल का रिप्लाई करते हो?
Okay, so there is a saying, an academician will reply to you either in 1 minute or 1 month. Okay, so either I can show you my inbox. The number of unread mails in my inbox, can you guess how many will be there?
100, 200?
0.
Damn! 0.
0. Okay,
Wow.
that is my target. At the end of the day or end of the week, there should not be any unread or unresponded mail. The moment I get it, if it is a 1-line reply, 2-line reply, I reply immediately. And if it has to be done, something I have to do, I keep it unread. And that is like, I have to do it. It will keep showing, I have to do it, I have to do it. So once it is done, then I read it and then I archive it. So my personal mail, my normal LNMIT mail, the assistant dean email, these three common, all three, there is only one unread right now. And that is the review for some conference that I have to do.
You did your PhD from France. So what was the motivation that pushed you forward working so much hard?
See, I have to, if I give you some flowery story, I would be lying.
Okay.
My motivation was actually the reason why I got a D grade in my master's. Okay, so I was in a relationship with a girl and she kind of saw the real, you could say, the talent in me. In fact, I had absolutely no motivation or no idea of going to US. I had got that time there was a company called Satyam Computers. It actually got disbanded and it became some other company later. So I even got a on-campus opportunity from them. But she said that no, you go to US, you have an inclination towards higher studies, do it. So I prepared for GRE and I cracked GRE in a couple of months. In fact, I still remember my father used to tell me that going to US is a significant investment. And as a government servant, for the first year at least, you are not going to get any scholarship in the master's level. From the second year onwards, you can go there and get some kind of a TA-ship or whatever. So at least for the first year, my father has to pay for my education. And that was around 8 to 10 lakh rupees. For a government servant, that's a big amount. So he was pretty nervous. He was telling me, "Tu abhi padhna shuru kiya hai. What type of university you will get?" I told him at that time, GRE used to be out of 1600. So 800 used to be for mathematics and 800 used to be for verbal. So I told him, "Dad, I cannot guarantee you what I will get in English, but I guarantee you I will get 800 out of 800 in maths." And that is what I got. And because of that, I managed to get into the higher, good institute. Arizona State is actually a very good institute. So if you talk to me, what was my motivation? Well, that girl was my motivation. She said that, "No, Satyam, mat jao, wahan jao." And I was foolishly in love. But in a way, I want to thank her for that. She actually started it and that helped me gain a lot of exposure. Had she not been there, I would not have done this. Now, as far as going from masters to PhD is concerned, when I went into masters, I realized that well, that girl was right. Even though whatever happened, the girl was right. And since my research field was in MEMS and nanotechnology are pretty advanced fields. Masters does not really do justice to them. You have to go into doctoral studies to properly find a good career or justify that subject well. So therefore, I went into PhD. But that time, I made it a point that I need to go on a full scholarship. Otherwise, I'm not going to go. So I actually, after my masters, I spent 2 years in IIT Bombay as a research scientist. And in my second year, I got an offer from Cambridge. You know that same Cambridge, UK. But they said that they cannot give me scholarship from the first year, they can do it from second year. So I rejected that. Then in the third year, I got an offer from both, but Erasmus Mundus is more prestigious, so I chose the lab and the scholarship, and I went to France. So this is it. This is how it all worked out.
Sir, we would love to get. Sir, we would love to get such motivation right now.
Get some. Sorry.
Your motivations like you that you had.
Well, the motivation comes from exposure, you know. Okay, I understand now. Well, even for that, you need to start coming to the campus. Then you will get plenty of motivation.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We're looking forward to such motivation.
I'm sure you are.
तो सर आपने तो बहुत बच्चों को डांटा होगा अभी तक, पर कभी आपको किसी टीचर ने डांटा है और क्यों?
बहुत डांट खाई है. डांट तो अभी घर पे भी पड़ती रहती है डांट. So you know, this is all a part of and parcel of life. Basically, constructive criticism is very important if you have to grow in your life. And I have been blessed to receive a lot of constructive criticism, although I have not always been mature enough to understand that it was constructive criticism. And you know, उस वक्त तो दिमाग में पूरा वो सब गाली वाली निकलती है कि इसने मुझे ऐसा क्यों बोल दिया, how he dare he or she say all these things, इसको क्या पता. All those things instinctively come out. But eventually, you know, you tend to realize which person was actually trying to help you and motivate you. So डांट तो पड़ती है, टीचर से भी पड़ी है, माँ बाप से तो पड़ी ही है. Thankfully अब तक इंस्टीट्यूट में किसी से नहीं पड़ी. But let's see. I am always open to constructive criticism. But
yes, it happens. So my school, as I told you, it was a very old school, and in that school, every teacher had their favorite stick. It was a competition kind of thing, that who will have the biggest one or the hardest hitting one. So in that school, the classes were not like that you are going for learning. It was like every day you have 7 periods or 9 periods. You have to end the day in a way that you don't get the stick in any of the classes. So every teacher was having the same schedule. So if you don't answer, then you get the stick and all. So how you survive? So that is how we learned that you have to be answering everything. Otherwise, there is a daily dose kind of thing.
Yes, sir. So,
Okay, that's great. Sir, actually, Gaurav sir has told us about his celebrity crush. So, we would like to know who is your celebrity crush, Sandeep sir?
Nothing like so specific. Nothing in the recent times also.
didn't he choose Madhuri Dixit? I don't
Yeah,
know.
that day, that time I said. Yeah, that time I said.
So,
My wife is sitting right in front of me.
okay. So we'll continue. So we have this little game planned for you. I will explain the rules, and then Lakshmi will continue. So the game is most likely to, and we will give you a situation, and you have to answer who among both of you is most likely to do that particular thing. Okay, so Lakshmi, you can continue.
most likely to binge watch a web series in a week.
Week is long. Night, one day is.
Well,
Like
yeah,
the long seasons, like the
I am
the
not.
series.
I am more like not longer than the family man kind of thing. 7-8 hours is maximum. Yeah, that's all.
I binge watched Prison Break, the entire 3 seasons in 2.5 days.
Wow.
That was in US time, but I did that. And well, for me, time is no limit. If it's something very interesting like GOT, at least the first few seasons of GOT, or Prison Break, these things I can binge watch. Sleep becomes less of a priority sometimes for me.
Yeah.
So our next one is most likely to go on a solo trip.
I have been to trekking, but not solo.
No, I am the least likely. For me, a trip basically means going out with friends, spending time in a very good property on a balcony with maybe a few drinks in your hands and having a very good time. That's my definition of having a good time with or going on a vacation. I'm not really an outdoor person, although my wife likes to be an outdoor person. So usually I say, okay, you watch and you put me on video call and I will see what's going on, and I'll enjoy in my room.
So our next one is who is most likely to stretch their scheduled class hours?
I don't like to stretch any or take any extra classes.
Well, same me, but stretching the scheduled classes not likely, but taking extra classes for me, yes, it's very likely. I tend to stretch some of the complicated topics a bit more than maybe required, and therefore I always end up overshooting. So that is why in my 20 or 40 lectures you will always find 2 or 3 extra lectures.
Who is most likely to run a long distance marathon?
Maximum I have done is 10 kilometers.
I just told you that my entire physique has been a hard work of binging on burgers and pizzas. So marathon and me are 180 degrees out of phase. So I will not even run it in my dreams. So forget about reality.
Okay, sir.
But there are teachers in LNMIT who have been regularly. Dr. Nabyendu is there.
Yes.
Dr. Tibrewala also, right?
Yes, he is also, and sometime Dr. Abhishek also, I think.
Like who is most likely to be active on social media?
There are two things: either you just watch or you share also. So with age, it is more like just watching what others are doing.
So you don't really post some things.
I am also not much active on social media. Maybe on LinkedIn a bit.
Yeah, there I like we get those memories and all on Facebook, right? So there was a time that when India is playing, for every wicket, for every shot, there used to be a status message and discussion. So those kind.
India is playing right now, isn't it?
Yes, yes, it is playing. So it is a lead of 200 now, but 4 wickets are down.
Oh, who went?
Jadeja.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay.
While we are talking about this.
Oh.
So Cricinfo is always there. Either it is office also. Cricinfo will remain on. But earlier it used to be that there was a live discussion on social media. But now it is not there.
So we have ended our questions and we loved interacting with you guys, and we are also excited to meet you in person and would like to attend your classes someday, offline classes someday. And thank you, sir, for giving your precious time and attending the podcast. You have inspired us a lot. And Sunny, would you like to add something?
Well, I really enjoyed the podcast, and I would like to, and I would definitely like to say that there are a lot of things which I can learn from both of our teachers. All the relationship advice, all those motivation stuff. Though I am a CSE student, but after seeing the weight humor level of all both of our teachers, I would be glad to attend the ECE classes. So I'm glad that we could do this podcast with you both, and I really appreciate that you found time for us. Thank you.
Well,
Yeah,
thank you
thank
so much. It was a very good experience to interact with you all.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to meet you all in person very soon.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Lakshya and
Thank you.
Sunny and
Thank you so
Tanisha.
much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.